Hello, everyone, and welcome to Conversations in COVID. I'm Josie Badger, and I am the campaign manager for hashtag I Want to Work. And today I have the privilege of speaking with Senator Collett about this bill on medical assistance and why it's so important. Welcome, Senator.
Hi, Josie. Thank you so much for having me.
And we are also here with her legislative director.
Hi, I'm Tom Holroyd, Senator Collett's Legislative Director.
Great, thank you so much. So number one, Senator, how have you been doing during this time?
Oh, well, thank you for asking. It's really been such a difficult time for so many of us to navigate, for sure. I have to say we have been really very diligent about following the guidance that we've been given from health experts. Now that we're going out in public, wearing our masks in public, continuing social distancing, and making sure that we're washing our hands. You know, Josie, that I was an infection control nurse before coming to the legislature. So these things maybe are second nature to me, but they have taken some education for my family. In addition to that, my husband is a chronic cancer patient, and my 85-year-old dad lives with us. So we have been really careful about making sure that the people in our home who have those risk factors, we're keeping safe by doing the things that we can do to protect them. But it's about more than that. It's about making sure that we're protecting our neighbors in the community as well, and all of those incredible frontline workers that we've relied on so dramatically throughout this crisis. People working in our grocery stores, people that are working in transportation services, and of course, we can't forget our nurses, our home health aides, our caregivers, all of the incredible people who have provided support through this pandemic, some of it without as much guidance as we would have hoped, and really done a fantastic job of protecting themselves and the people that they are working with on a daily basis. So I feel really fortunate that we have had no sickness in my family, and that we are all really kind of moving through these next phases of reopening with care and precision, and really in a thoughtful manner to make sure that the safety that we relied on so much when we were all staying at home is continued, that those sacrifices aren't for naught, and that we don't find ourselves moving backwards. So thank you for asking, Josie.
I'm so glad to hear that you all have been able to stay healthy. So my question is, you have been a co-sponsor of the Medical Assistance for Workers with Disabilities Act. Why did you sign on to the bill?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm really proud to be a co-sponsor. That's SB 890 for those that are watching that want to look up the bill, but also want to contact their legislators about it. And the MAUD program is really an incredible opportunity for us to increase income thresholds. It would allow more participation in the program so that people could increase their earnings, maximize their own potential, and do so without the fear of losing their benefits. You know, Josie, that this program ensures that disabled Pennsylvanians who work but still need assistance through home care or community-based services can continue to advance their careers. They can accept promotions, raises, thrive within their workplace. And you and I were talking earlier even about getting married and sharing their life with the person they love, because that household income threshold will increase incrementally. The other thing that's really wonderful about SB 890 is that it's an incremental removing of those income limits. So we're going to allow people who are already working to further chase their dreams and reach their full potential, take a raise, increase their quality of life, but still qualify for the much needed benefits that keep them active and thriving and healthy every day. So that's what we're really talking about here. We're talking about the benefits that these people really do need, people like yourself, Josie, so that they can thrive and continue to live the best life possible. I've always said, you know, in my district, talking to people, that my goal has always been to make sure everybody is able to reach the potential they want and absolutely live the best life they can, whether that is our disabled Pennsylvanians, whether it's aging Pennsylvanians who want to, everyone wants to live with integrity, dignity, and reach their goals. And so that's what SB 890 will really allow us to do. I also want to mention that I'm really thrilled that my colleagues in the Health and Human Services Committee in the Senate voted unanimously in favor of this bill. I'm really hopeful that we'll see continued movement on it. I'd love for this bill to come to the floor. I'd love to offer comments on why I support it and why I'm really excited to vote yes on it, and send it to the governor's desk for a signature. I'll tell you, you know this more than anyone, now more than ever, we need to be making it easier, not harder, for people who want to work to do so, and for them to continue to thrive in their home life as well.
Thank you so much. And my last question is, why is this bill maybe more important now that we are starting to work on recovery from a pandemic than it may be before?
So that is such a good question. We talked earlier at the beginning here about all of the things that have been changing for every one of us in our communities, and that is no less true for disabled Pennsylvanians, people with disability. And so we need to make sure that as we're working to improve our economy, build a more inclusive Pennsylvania, we're utilizing the talents of every Pennsylvanian to reach their goals. That's really critical here. We have so many incredible people in our communities that are just ready, willing, and able to give back and to thrive in ways that we might not even imagine. And we have to make sure that we remove barriers so that they're able to do that. MAUD will provide coverage for services that allow disabled Pennsylvanians to achieve those goals. It gives every one of us the ability to reach independence, and it empowers everyone to work to their full potential. So employers are going to adjust and respond to new market conditions as a result of COVID. We see a lot of people who unfortunately weren't able to work through the pandemic, and so employers are really looking to fill some of those spots as we move into phases where people are able to reopen. MAUD participants are going to be offered promotions, raises, in order to meet those increasing demands from the industries that they already work for. So SB 890 will help to ensure that Pennsylvanians with disabilities are positioned to accept the opportunities, face the challenges of rebuilding Pennsylvania's economy, and do so without fear of losing their benefits. This bill is going to really help us to be the more inclusive Pennsylvania, the more inclusive Commonwealth that we want to be. This is a way for us to really sort of embody inclusivity rather than just arbitrarily telling Pennsylvanians that are eligible that there's a cap on the income they can earn. There's a cap on their potential. I can't think of anything worse to tell our neighbors, our friends, our family who really are thriving Pennsylvanians that there is a cap, a limit on their potential. We've got to remove those barriers. We know we can do it, and we know that there are incredible people in our communities who are already working in so many industries here in the Commonwealth, and they're ready to do even more. So SB 890 is really the key to that, and I'm really excited to have the opportunity to vote for them on the floor. So I'm really looking forward to its movement.
Senator, thank you so very much for sharing that. And I think that now that we are, we've dealt with a virtual work environment, I think that there's going to be even more opportunities for people with disabilities to pursue their dreams with the accommodations necessary, if that means working from home or virtually. So I'm so excited about the possibilities, and I'm so grateful for you joining us today.
Thank you so much, Josie. It's been my utmost pleasure talking with you. I'm sorry that we're doing it virtually instead of in person, but I'm really glad to have the opportunity to talk with you anyway.
Thank you.